Plenty to see down here in the southwest of France, but today our eyes are fixed on the lineup as our world title contenders hit the main stage. Filipe Toledo about to take on our local Joan Duru and Miguel Pupo. But Filipe Toledo, well, he's got the knack of posting huge scores, so we'll see what unfolds here. But Joan Duru getting started early, that smooth, powerful backhand coming to play. Unbelievable finish to that ride.
Well, this is a string of heats right here where you got the crowd behind you. You got Mark Lacamere in that last one, came up second, but then one of the crowd favorites, of course, Joan Duru, and he's up again.
Wow, deep barrel. Joan Duru on fire in the opening stages here.
Gotta love that start.
2.5 minutes gone. He's going to stomp a couple of big scores here to get started. 8.67.
And where's this one going to go? Well, you'd have to say Joan Duru, the local crowd favorite, has just put on a two-wave exchange. Is he the only guy in the water? Take a look at this. I mean, this one dredging on that inside bank. Straight into it, so easy. Comes out. I mean, that was perfectly timed. Great backhand technique. You see he sits off the bottom, waits just about the right time, and that was almost, you'd say, a conservative line, and he was still super deep. You're going to see a big number coming in for this one, and of course his first wave as well. And two different ways to get to excellent scores. As you take a look at his first wave, performance, big, huge backhand hooks. You know, and I think that that's what makes Joan Duru so dangerous, is that some of his successes have come at places like Fiji. Big barreling lefts, but he can do it on the backhand. He can, and this is why he's so good, is because of this place right here.
Thank you very much, Ronnie. Yeah, Jordy, absolutely really fun to watch that. You go out there and just attack the waves, go power for power.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's got a lot of power out there. And
I became Kelly Slater in that contest in the quarters. Kind of really damaging Kelly's world title hopes that season. Here goes Filipe now. Driving off the bottom. Beautiful first turn. Got that similar kind of height in the waves today, which we saw at Jeffries.
Right, so he lit the place up well and truly.
Hey, Rich, Pete here. We're actually watching the replays here, but I mean, this happened in the first 3 minutes of the heat. I mean, how is it and how difficult is it to put numbers to waves that happen so early in the heat?
Well, hang on, sorry, I was just watching, see if he took off on this next wave. No, it's easy. You know, you score every wave. Doesn't matter whether it happens in the first minute, the halfway through, or the last minutes. But you know, we've been sitting here all morning and we've got a number of waves, and then you look at this barrel and it's such a good barrel. You know, surfing's all about barrels a lot of the time, and here, out there, hang on, I'll just watch this.
We go back to Richie a little later on, but right now we've got Miguel Pupo up on the outside. It's that clean style on show. So he rolls through the inside, just hoping that wave opened up for him.
There, he was in, you know, looked like board shorts and a top.
And here's Joan Duru again. In a great position. Trying to up the ante. Goes again to a huge backside float. Has to be careful going for those. And Miguel Pupo chasing big numbers. And here we go. Filipe trying to get himself back into this one. Draws off the bottom. Beautiful carve, straight back into the pocket. Wants to get some momentum for this final move on the inside. Draws off the bottom and throws his board vertically into the lip. Aiming for more. This wave's starting to flatten out, but this guy, so good at maximising limited points on offer, and he juiced that wave right through to the shore break.
Again, that's that floater. The danger of a floater, right, is that you are going to be landing out in the flats. I mean, he carries a ton of speed, goes into this, oh, maybe it was the barrel that squished it. I mean, he could have actually creased it on the way light as possible.
Some movement here from Miguel. Struggling to get a good number up so far, just a 2.87 prior to this one. But he's already going to eclipse that. A beautiful first turn. Second turn's even better as the goofy footer unloads on a nice steep pocket.
The second turn, much better. Again, he sets it up. you know, some weaves here, not much points on offer, but then this wave gets a bit steeper. Goes that nice section there, but then look at this. Just, that's the technique on the backhand that has got him through a ton of heat. But nothing after that. So this is the third wave of Joan Duru, the replay here, and to see if you can see the board flex under his feet. So that's the section, and then lands, and literally right there you can see the board, a little quick flex, and that's, you know, it's fiberglass.
Well, here we go. This is the heat recap, and well, all the action coming from this man. On fire.
Well, that was the first wave, the 8.67. Then he paddled right back out, straight into this barrel. Look at this, sets it up perfectly, drops in, knew that this wave was going to be a beautiful tube. Great technique, leans forward on that front rail, holding the rail to be able to negotiate that tube ride, and then comes out with a beautiful cutback as well, and then gets the 9.33, and that started again in the first 3 minutes of the heat. Filipe, his best ride, just a 5.73. Beautiful arc here. He sets this one up, that layback carve, utilizing the rail as long as he possibly can. And he worked this one. He fell the 5.73. Judges wanted more out of him. And then this from Miguel Pupo, 6.27. Still though, with 3.5 minutes to go, you'd have to say almost nearly impossible at this point to come back, as they're going to need 2 scores.
And also Tyler, but Carissa Moore just looking so deadly, as is Lakey Peterson. Here we go, Joan Duru up once again, just having a field day out here at Le Gravier today. Another beautiful barrel ride, and almost laid down a big backhand carve to finish it off. Filipe just finding a little bit of cover. It's going to feel nice, but it's not going to help him, as he looks to set up another little run through the pit on the inside. Just ducks through the doggy door there.
Jocker, or if someone just has a heater like Joan Duru does, you get a second chance. It's just in round 2, which is always a bit gritty. You watch that replay there, beautiful little tube ride. I mean, the conditions just awesome. Perfect offshore. Tide's getting lower. The right-hand bank here at Le Gravier. And then when you got it, you got it. It seems like Joan Duru has had it. From beginning to end. This won't go into his top 2 with the fall right here, but I'll tell you.
What a performance from the Frenchman.
Well, that'll give this crowd something to cheer about.
Love the way his board was cutting through the water. Looked like he could go for some big hits.
Yeah, even on the backup board. Looked good. So, you know, Matt Biolis is hanging around here in France. Matter of fact, he was doing a shaping demo down at Puca's surfboards down in Spain just yesterday.
Looks like he's found a nice piece of equipment right there. Joan Duru through to the next round when we return.